For the past month, I've been using this sleep protocol to help me improve my sleep and specifically my habits around sleep. Now, the main difference that this protocol has brought to me is one, that my energy levels were way higher, especially when waking up, and that my habits around sleep was just way better. Like my habits in the evening were just way more organized and way more smooth and calm. And I think that my sleep, my time from going to bed to sleep has also decreased. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell you in this video. I hope you're gonna get something out of this and just implement all of this and you'll probably see the exact same changes. But let's first tell you what the difference is between a lion, a bear, and a wolf. Before I tell you that, I gotta tell you what the book is. The book where I got all this information out of is called Bear, Lion, or Wolf. If you really want to take this to the next step, I would recommend buying this book so you can see all the little tips and tricks she got in this book for you. Now, what is a lion? A lion is someone who likes to wake up early and likes to go to sleep early. A bear is someone that's like optimal for work, right? 9 to 5 jobs, optimal for school, right? The 8:30 to 3:30 study things. Because a bear likes to wake up at like 7 and likes to go to sleep at like 10. So in the morning, the lion can go to work or school very easily. And then at the evening, the bear has lots of time in the evening as well. And then you have a wolf. A wolf likes to wake up at 8, if not 9, and likes to go to sleep at like, preferably 1 a.m. If they would be honest, they would like to go to sleep at like 1 a.m. or 12, or probably 11 is the most healthy for them. Now, lions, they are the most productive in their morning hours, so that is 8 to 12 a.m., if not even earlier, right? If not like from 6 to 12, right? They could just start working straight away after, like they could wake up and go to the computer and just start working straight away. That's a lion. A bear likes to work from 9 a.m. to, what was it? 3 p.m. And that's perfect for like 9 to 5 jobs and school. And then wolves are, they work the best like in the evening, like really late. So that's 2 p.m. if not later, to 5, 6, 7 p.m. if not later. That's a wolf. Now, because wolves like to start work very late and end work very late, that could have negative effects on their sleep because they're exposed to blue light a lot, and they are still like working and a little bit stressed right before they go to sleep. As with lions should take care of their body and mind first before they go to work and start working, because else they might just skip workouts and skip taking care of their physical and mental body, right? Because they are, if optimally preserved, like extremely energized in the morning. So let's go over what a typical evening would look like when I'm following this routine. My evening routine starts here in the kitchen, right after I finished my dinner. Now, before we're gonna tick any boxes, I gotta do something first. That something is putting my pajamas on. We're going to do our first habit, which is brushing our teeth. Now, brushing your teeth is actually quite simple. You grab a little toothbrush, you grab toothpaste, you put the toothpaste on the toothbrush, and then you brush your teeth. It's not even that hard, but be sure to do it, because else your breath might stink, and we don't want that. Or do we? Alright, let's go. The next step is to turn off all ordinary lights in your room. So turn them off and replace them all by some deep red lights. Ideally deeper than this even, but I couldn't find anything deeper. I just pulled this off of my old bike, and I got this pretty darn deep red lights, but not as deep as you would really optimally want it to be. But yeah, this is really handy. Do this at least in your room and maybe even in your hallway, but not in your kitchen or in your living room or something. Just in your room and your hallway. Because this simulates what a natural, I call it like day, a sunrise and sunset would be like. So right before you would fall asleep, you would, or even a couple of hours or an hour before you would fall asleep, you would want to use this more red light, because that's what a sunset would be like. Because you're kind of simulating a sunset, which is going to help you a lot falling asleep. Alright, do that right now. The next thing on the list is brewing up some water for the tea. So I'm just gonna put this water in the microwave for around about 2 minutes. And yeah, now it's waiting time. And done. Alright. So now just grab your little water thingy back to the table, and then choose the right variety of tea. This is the most important part. Don't just go and consume some tea. It might be caffeinated, it might be like peppermint tea. Choose a tea with specifically lavender or orange. It can be whatever the hell it is, right? So lavender oil, orange pieces or something. Just something with lavender or orange, or pretty much anything that's described as bedtime tea. But just check the back to see if it's actually with lavender or orange. So put it in there, let it soak for like 5 minutes or so, and let's go to the next habit. Alright, so whilst the tea is soaking, I'm going to go for a little meditation session for like 3 to 5 minutes, and then go and drink my tea. After the meditation is done, you're going to further calm your stresses and going to further calm you down by just calmly consuming your little bit of tea. Just, that's it. That's the next step. Just consume your tea calmly and just try to, really just relax. That's just it. Just try and relax with your little bit of tea. That's great. To further calm yourself down, you're going to grab a book, fiction or non-fiction, I don't care, and just read. Just read like till it's like 3 minutes before bedtime, and then you're gonna do the last couple of steps, but that's for after you've read. Alright, so now I'm going to read for the next half an hour or so till it's bedtime. Alright? Till then. I've read for about half an hour now, but before I go, make sure you install a smart alarm, because a normal alarm will just wake you up right there and then. So let's say it's 7 a.m. It's gonna wake you up at 7 a.m. straight on the get-go. But a smart alarm is gonna wake you up in a time span. It's gonna wake you up, it's gonna listen to your breath and all of that stuff. And it's gonna wake you up when you're like about in like a sleep cycle, where you're actually in a sleep stage, where you're actually more energized when you wake up. Like like a sleep stage that's made for you to wake up if there's anything going on. So that you don't wake up in the middle of a dream or in the middle of deep sleep, but that you go and steadily go up and up and up and boom, you wake up. Right, so that's the first thing. Download a smart alarm. I recommend the app called Sleep Cycle. I use that one myself. I'm not sponsored. I'm a very small creator. I'm not sponsored. Just okay. And then the next thing is to use, which is the last thing I'm gonna actually track on my habit tracker, is to use a sleep mask. It might sound a bit like woo-woo or something, but what a sleep mask does is block out light. So any light by your parents, the sun maybe, anything is blocked by this light blocker basically. So if you have some of them, wear these. If you don't, you can buy them if you want. If you want to follow this exactly, then be sure to buy them. And if you have them, be sure to use them. It's not boo-boo or anything. It literally just blocks light. So with that out of the way, put your mask on, set your alarm on, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night of rest. In the morning, you would do 10 minutes or so of meditation, 10 minutes or so of journaling, and then around about half an hour of exercise. Now, all of that is very important. Meditation, just download the Medito app on the App Store. For journaling, just write down 5 things you're grateful for every day, or just write down a checklist or something, or some kind of what you did the previous day is also fine. But I think gratitude journaling is the best one, because you also get the benefits of the gratitude journaling, when you're doing that, right? And then half hour of exercise. That can be calisthenics, can be gym, with weights. This can be cardio. This can be an ab workout. It can be anything, right? This can be a brief walk as well, or run, anything you would like. If you're a lion, this can be more calisthenics or gym work. If you're a bear, this can also be pretty much anything you would like. If you're a wolf, you might want to take things a bit slow, but do a bit of exercise, maybe a bit of cardio, maybe an ab workout, maybe just a walk. Also fine. Maybe some jumping jacks is also enough. Now, there's a little difference between lion, bears, and wolves. Wolves should journal in the evening instead of in the morning. But bears and lions should journal in the morning, and wolves should journal in the evening, because they also got less time before they need to go to work, and they also have this and that. And wolves have way more time in the evening to do what they would want to do, right? And as well, wolves would need to have a bigger calm down in the evening as well. That's the only thing that really varies in between. Now, this is a protocol for 4 weeks. In the first week, you're just going to follow the morning and the evening routine. If not, you can just follow the evening routine, no worries. But you're going to follow the morning and the evening routine. If you can't follow either of the two, just try it the next week. And then, from the point you've done both of them in 1 week, you're going to start disregarding sleep sabotage, deleting basically sleep sabotage. Now, sleep sabotage are a list of things that can be sabotaging your sleep. I'm going to go over it very briefly, but just pick one sleep saboteur. Make a list of your top most annoying or most occurring sleep saboteurs, and pick one every other week, or every next week. Not every week, just to avoid. and to stop completely for that week. So this can be working in bed for lions. This can be eating late for wolves. This can be making your bed sanctuary, right, your room, a bit more cool than usual. This can be anything. So I'm just gonna quickly go over every sleep saboteur and just write down the ones that you think will be the most helpful to remove for you. The top three are light, electronic devices, and stress. Then you have late night eating, insufficient protein, high saturated fat intake, so high like McDonald's and stuff, high sugar intake, so like high amount of sweets and stuff, any caffeine, any alcohol, any cigarettes, any marijuana, any cocaine, any drugs, right? So if you have any caffeine, any alcohol, cigarettes, or any drugs, you should be sure to focus on these things first, because that will make the biggest impact on your sleep quality. If you remove them, then your sleep will be way better, because drugs and stuff and alcohol and caffeine isn't very healthy and not even good, and it's not good for sleep at all, right? So if you want to have optimal sleep, don't do any of them. Then exercise. Do no physical activity during the day, obviously. Avoid physical activity at least 90 minutes before bed. So these are two separate ones. Then for work, working too late will harm your sleep, of course, and working shift work will also harm your sleep. So I don't know if that's really for you per se, but keep that in mind. Get enough sunlight, because vitamin D exists, and vitamin D is necessary for your sleep cycle, and especially in the morning time you should get lots of sunlight in your eyes especially. Then avoid doing anything else than sleeping in bed. That's especially for your lions. Then avoid sleeping in. That means, right, sleeping for longer on off days. So like on a Sunday you sleep till 9, whilst normally you sleep till like 7, right? Avoid that as well. Avoid taking naps. Then in the bedroom itself, like in your sleep sanctuary, it's like a cool room, so that's cooler, right? Cooling your room off, thinner seats, all stuff to just cool your body down. Then avoid artificial fibers like polyester and stuff in your sheets, and especially use thinner sheets, yeah. Replace an old mattress. Like if your mattress is like old, you should replace it. That will immediately have a big benefit to your sleep. Then the environment. Avoid sleeping in new places a lot, and avoid sleeping in loud areas. Now, if you're young, you probably cannot do anything about that, but just keep that in mind. Just now make a list, go over this again maybe, rewind this maybe, and go make a list of all the things that is mostly harming your sleep. So for me that was, where is it? Mainly avoid working in bed, like avoid doing anything else than sleeping in bed. So I would sometimes, lie in my bed in the evening and just keep on, or in the morning, or keep on working, right? Like working, right? What else? Make my body cool off as well. I just do that by letting this a little bit open in the night, maybe even more open, and also the heat thing, just keep that off at night as well. That will suck too much air out of your room, and that will also like heat it up, right? These were the two most important ones for me, I think. Yeah. But there's one more, but that's literally for any human on this planet today that's getting enough sunlight. Because if you're not like in open air for 5 hours a day, or 7, you're not getting enough sunlight, and that's basically everybody. So also keep that in mind. But these are the sleep saboteurs to keep in mind, and just make a list right now of the top ones, and every week that passes you're just gonna script like take one more down. All right, that's that for Sleep Saboteurs. As I already mentioned, for me personally, this routine led me to have way more energy at the beginning of the day and feel way more energized, right, at the start. But that's because I'm a lion. Maybe this will help you feel more energized at night if you're a wolf, or during the day if you're a bear. This will just make you way more applicable to your like sleep chronotype, and will be able to use your own chronotype to your advantage as well. Yeah, just apply basically everything I said in this video and you will be set for sleep. I am making a lucid dreaming guide as well, so if you're interested in leveling up your sleep even further than this, then I would recommend following my lucid dreaming guide, because I think that will be awesome. I'm gonna upload every week on that series, and I'm gonna just share my experiences and what I'm doing exactly with you all. All right, till next one. Hope you the best. Mwah.